That thrilling serial, Captain Marvel and the Monster Society of Evil. What happens when the world's mightiest mortal meets the most evil being in the universe? Who or what is Mr. Mind? Who or what is it that has pitted Captain Nazi, Ryback, Nippo, and Savannah against Captain Marvel, but must now face that mighty champion in person in a titanic battle to a finish? Captain Marvel flies through space itself to a grim, dark world and confronts the sinister tyrant who threatens all civilization. Captain Marvel against Mr. Mind, the battle of the century! In quest of the magic black pearls, Captain Marvel has in turn met four of Earth's greatest criminals, but last of all has been wicked old Savannah, who in Alaska nearly succeeded in changing the Earth's poles around, till Captain Marvel stopped him, but striking back against Billy Batson, Savannah leaves him frozen in a block of ice, to die slowly of suffocation, with no help within miles in the northern wilderness. Chapter 5, Marvel meets Mr. Mind. 5 minutes have passed. 5 long, terrible minutes, while Billy Batson remains frozen in solid ice. Holy moly, I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. In another minute or two, I'll be dead. I've got my mouth open, but I can't finish my magic word. All I got out before Savannah froze me was, guess I'm done for. But the frozen boy is unaware that a polar bear has come snooping around, tempted at the thought of food within the ice. The bear claws viciously at the imprisoned Billy, toppling him over and... Zam! The block of ice cracks open, allowing Billy to finish the magic word started 5 minutes before. Lightning crashes. And Captain Marvel appears! Wowie! That was the closest call Billy ever had. Sorry, old fellow, but chewing my arm won't do your teeth a bit of good. So long, pal. Maybe you can find another meal somewhere. Still in possession of the 2 magic black pearls that have led him on a grim chase around the world, Captain Marvel ponders the situation. Now where do I stand with that rat, Mr. Mind? I stopped Savannah changing the Earth's poles. I have the 2 pearls, but what's Mr. Mind going to cook up next? A sudden thought strikes Captain Marvel. Hey, wait. Why let Mr. Mind cook up anything more? Why not get after him in person? Oh, black pearls, show me the secret hideout of Mr. Mind. Obediently, a vision forms of the strange space habitation of the most evil being in the universe. So that's his hangout. It seems to be a dark, unknown world out near the moon. And the world's mightiest mortal now departs from Earth itself and speeds into outer space to meet Mr. Mind face to face. You flung Captain Nazi, Ryback, Nippo, and Savannah against me. I downed them all. Now I'm going to get you myself, Mr. Mind. The world's mightiest mortal against the most evil mind in the universe. How will this greatest of all struggles come out? Does Mr. Mind know Captain Marvel is coming? Yes. The huge telescope pierces into the sky, ever on the watch. Is it a comet? No, it's Captain Marvel. He's coming. What colossal nerve! Isn't he afraid of me? But let him come, haha! Let him try to fight me. I am the cleverest being in the entire universe. Ha ha ho hee ha! So this is the place. I've cornered the fox in his own lair. Greetings, Captain Marvel. Do you think you can get in? This door is built of solid diamond steel 23.5 inches thick. The biggest cannon on Earth couldn't even make a scratch on it. The biggest tank on Earth at top speed would only crumple up against this door like paper. But I'm not a tank. Why, even a battleship couldn't knock that door down. So how are you going to get in, puny mortal? Are you kidding? I'm already in. Inside, a television device suddenly spots the unwelcome visitor. What? You're in? Yes. And now, are you going to come and take your medicine? Or do I have to ransack this castle from top to bottom? Come and fight me, if you can. Why, that's easy. Your voice is coming right from this room. So you're Mr. Mind? A cross between a billy goat and a human. Let me me go, you ruffian! Let you go nothing. I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on you, Mr. Mind. Get ready for more of this. Ah! What? He's out cold. One little blow did it. Holy moly, this was easy. I've already defeated Mr. Mind. Or have you? That was but a trick, simpleton. You have only defeated one of my minions. Ha ha hee! Eh? A minute ago this goatman spoke with Mr. Mind's voice. Now Mr. Mind's voice comes from somewhere else? But I'll track you down if it takes a year. This way, Captain Marvel. Here I am! Here I am! A robot? I should have suspected you aren't human in shape, manner, or form, Mr. Mind. How do you like this, Mr. Mind? I like it. I'm made of unbreakable metal, Captain Marvel. Then I'll just bend you into a pretzel. Ah! Finished, fool. I was not the robot either. Holy moly. Now his voice comes from another place. From right here, behind this screen. So you were an octopus all the time, Mr. Mind? Think you can handle me like those others? I've got you, my friend. But Captain Marvel has reserves of strength beyond compare, and that's the finish of you, Mr. Mind. That is, if you were Mr. Mind. But he wasn't. Don't you understand, idiot? Those are all various synthetic forms I projected my mind into. I myself, the true Mr. Mind, can never be caught. You will never guess my true form. So that's it. He takes different forms at will, but somewhere in this place is the real Mr. Mind, and maybe Billy can find him where I didn't. There's only one way to trap him. By letting him trap me, Billy Batson. I'm taking an awful chance, but I've got to. Ugh, this place is wormy. A worm dropped on my shoulder. Off-worm, I'm looking for bigger stuff than you. I'm looking for Mr. Mind, the most slippery customer Captain Marvel ever got after. Suddenly, the brave boy is seized in this castle of unknown tombs and ghastly beings. Ha ha! I've got Billy Batson. As Savannah has told me, you are the boy form of Captain Marvel. That means if I dispose of you, my worst enemy is gone too. Holy moly, I found Mr. Mind alright, but he's got me in his power. I took a chance this way and got caught. Wonder what he's going to do to me. The answer is hideous. But I'm not going to kill you. No, I'm going to operate on your brain and make you my slave. Captain Marvel 2, this anesthetic will put you under in a few seconds. But before the anesthetic can blot out the boy's senses, Billy barely manages to whisper a muffled word of power. Shazam! The magic word! He got out in spite of my best efforts! So you'd pick on a poor defenseless boy, would you, Mr. Mind? Let's see you tackle someone your own size, you dirty coward! My own size? Bah! I'm no cream puff! Well, well. A battle of titans begins! I'm glad you're a big, powerful chap, Mr. Mind, because that means I can really let go at beating you up. But the world's mightiest mortal finds he is up against a being of unknown power and strength. Grrr! I'm going to start to get rough now. Brother, you amaze me. I see where it's going to take me hours to flatten you out. And hours later, the castle's interior is a ruin, as the two mighty opponents battle with world-shaking fury. Aren't you weakening yet? Bah! I'm not even breathing hard! Well, anyway, this is wrecking your hideout nicely. That did it. He's out cold now. Holy moly, he's still got a punch left in him. And the mighty battle of these behemoths has now entirely brought the castle of Mr. Mind down in ruins. Wreck my castle, will you? I've been wearing you down for 12 hours now. I think it's time for the last round. The two meet with a resounding crash. The victor, Captain Marvel. What a tussle. For a while I thought it would take weeks to stretch him out like that. That's that. The end of Mr. Mind. Indeed. What? Mr. Mind's voice? Don't tell me that was just another stooge, too. Of course, fool. He was merely another one of my mini-forms. I am still free, still unknown to you. But how can you be alive wherever you are? This place is in ruins. Every living thing must be crushed. Ha ha ha! But not Mr. Mind. Think back. Maybe you saw me once. You've succeeded in wrecking my laboratory, but I can build another on Earth. I'll escape now in my spaceship. Ha 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 ha! Spaceship? But where? I don't see any spaceship going away. Is it invisible or what? Holy mackerel, he did give me the slip. I'd better get back to Earth myself and be on guard against Mr. Mind. But I'd give my right arm to know one thing. Who or what was Mr. Mind all the time? Yes, what is the baffling answer? Will Captain Marvel, in the next chapter, unravel a brain-stunning mystery and finally unmask evil, uncanny Mr. Mind? Don't fail to see Chapter 6, Mr. Mind on Earth!